Welcome to your Daily Dopamine with Dr. Joe McCullough, where we deliver daily doses of education, entertainment, and inspiration. So sit back, relax, and get ready to be dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. Oh, yeah.
Hey, welcome. Happy Friday evening to everybody. Welcome to the replay if you're joining on the replay, and for those of you joining live, welcome. My name is Joe McCullough, and today we are continuing, hey, Lightning Craft, continuing my series on Teach Like TED. Now, this is a fun shop, a training that I'm presenting for teachers in the near future, so I wanted to share it and actually hammer out some things I might think about changing. So this is all based on a book called Talk Like TED by Carmine Gallo. I highly recommend the book if you haven't read it already. Carmine Gallo basically analyzed all the best, most powerful, most popular TED Talks. And what he did is he sort of synthesized 9 public speaking secrets that all great presenters have in common, at least for TED Talks. So what I'm doing is Teach Like TED, how you can take those 9 public speaking secrets and apply them in the classroom if you're a teacher, or if you're a presenter doing fun shops, workshops, things like that, how you can apply those public speaking secrets. So just a little background, the TED who? TED. So yes, actually I guess I should be specific. TED stands for technology, technology, entertainment, and design. And if you don't know TED Talks, check them out, TED.com, TED.com. The most brilliant, most intelligent, most creative people on the planet are giving these amazing 18-minute talks, and they are spectacular. So, a little bit of background. What do the most engaging TED presentations have in common? 3 main things. 1, they're emotional. They touch my heart. 2, they're novel. They teach me something new. And then 3, they are memorable. They present content in ways I'll never forget. So I've already gone through sort of the first 3 public speaking secrets. Let me review them for you today and then go through the next 3. Welcome everybody. Join in Cameron Patent Law. So for those of you joining late, my name is Joe McCullough. I'm the physics program chair at Cabrillo College in Santa Cruz, California, and I made a 1-year commitment to get on Periscope every single day and share daily doses of dopamine through education, entertainment, and inspiration. Today we're talking about Teach Like TED, how you can present like the best TED presenters. Okay, so secret number 1 is unleash the master within. Unleash the master within. This is all about finding your passion, finding what makes your heart sing, and then inspiring other people. And the big thing about this secret is you cannot inspire other people unless you yourself are inspired. How do you become inspired? By presenting and teaching things, forgot I had my microphone on, that really just light you up. Fixing the world, yes, truth. Things that inspire you are the kinds of things that you want to talk about, because people can spot phonies, and if you're not passionate about your subject, people will know it. Now, how can you use this in the classroom as a teacher? 3 ideas. 1, convey your enthusiasm to your students. 2, give your students the big picture and the why. 3, get students excited for your class. Now, this is something I've been recommending to all teachers, and it's something I've been doing the last couple of years. I don't present any content the very first day of classes. My whole goal the first day of classes, I see this in some of my teachers. Oh, great. The whole goal the first day of classes is to get my students excited by physics, excited to take my class, excited for what they're going to learn and how it's going to make them a better person. Okay, secret number 2, master the art of storytelling. There's something about stories that just lower people's defenses. It connects us. It makes your message that much more likely to be received if you can tell it in some kind of story. So how can you apply some of these secrets to the classroom? So tell personal stories and or stories about people in your field. As a physics teacher, I wish I had more time to share some of the cool stories about some of the people in our field, but anytime you can tell a personal story, it just seems to connect us. 2, show a funny, what does that say? Show a funny and or embarrassing picture about yourself. First day of classes, I show this just ridiculous picture of me where I have a bowl haircut. There's something just about letting your guard down and showing students a really funny and or embarrassing picture. It makes them feel like you're more human, that they can connect with you. It brings you a little bit closer. And then 3, become verbal ninjas. Few things I talked about. 1, get rid of the phrase, I want you to. I hear teachers say this all the time. I want you to take out your books. I want you to turn to page so-and-so. Replace it with please, followed by an action verb. So rather than saying, I want you to take out your books, please take out your books, turn to page 45, or just say let's. Let's turn to page 45 and do XYZ. Another thing as a teacher, think about how you ask questions. Get rid of the phrase, okay, who has a questions? What questions are there? Replace it with the following. And these are 2 things I've been working on. One of them I love is, what questions can I answer? You're presupposing that questions already exist and you just need to hear what they are. And before I do that, model the behavior you want to see. Raise your hand, hold it high, count to 5 internally. That's how long you should be keeping your hand up asking for questions. Another great way of saying this is, okay, we've covered a lot of great content. I have a couple minutes. What would we benefit from reviewing in more detail? Let's begin notes example. Yes, so let's begin taking our notes. Please take out your notebook and blah, blah, blah. Think about getting rid of the phrase, I want you to, and then when you're asking questions, raise your hand, model the behavior you want to see, what questions can I answer, and then pause longer than you think you need to. Secret number 3, have a conversation. This is all about building rapport with your audience. You want to not be presenting material, but having a conversation. And one of the great things from this chapter, the reason TED presenters seem so fluid and like they're having a conversation is because they've practiced relentlessly. One of my all-time favorite TED Talks is by Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor. It's an amazing talk called My Stroke of Insight. She practiced that talk over 200 times. And it's practiced so much that it just flows effortlessly. You don't want to be thinking about exactly what you're presenting. You want to know the material so well that you can concentrate on your body language, on your delivery, rather than trying to think about exactly what you're trying to say. Okay, so 3 things that you can do in the classroom for this. We've got 1, be conscious of and practice your verbal delivery. Things like rate, volume, pitch, and pauses. Great thing about teaching I've been working on is purposeful pauses. Right before I'm about to drop this huge piece of awesome information, might say something like, we've covered a lot of great information today, and by far the most valuable thing, the thing you cannot forget is, and then I wait until I have all of their attention, purposeful pause, and then you drop a knowledge bomb. Now, one way of being conscious of and practicing your verbal delivery is to videotape yourself. Set up a videotape, set up your iPhone, record yourself, and then watch it back. Look at the kinds of words that you use. Are you saying and? How are you using your body? Are you changing your rate of delivery? Things like that. 2, use gestures at key moments. And then 3, learn all of your students' names as soon as possible. So much easier to have a conversation with somebody when you know their name. I make a special effort to know every single one of my students' names by the beginning of the 2nd week of classes. In fact, I made a big deal out of it this semester. And in fact, I was in Vegas over the weekend after the 1st week of classes. And I studied and I learned all of my students' names, over 130 students, while in Vegas. And it totally impressed them. And it really gave me, if you want to call it street credibility, that I said, look, it's important to me to know who you are as a person, to know your name. I commit to learning all of your names the very weekend, and I did it. You look like Grant Cardone so much. Actually, I'm not sure who that is, but thank you. Hopefully they're good looking. Okay, so those were 3. Let's do 3 more. Secret number 4, teach me something new. You want to reveal information that's completely new to the person or present information in a novel way. Now, the great thing about this is learning actually activates the same part of the brain as do drugs and gambling. In essence, anytime we learn something new, dopamine, he's on Periscope too. Dopamine is released into the brain. Dopamine can be highly addictive. And as teachers, we want to get our students addicted to learning. I'm always thinking about how can I make sure my students get the most bang from their buck in the classroom, and some of these secrets are going to help doing that. Okay, so 3 ways that you can use this in the classroom. 1, you increase novelty in the classroom. The brain responds to novelty, things that are different. Think about increasing novelty. For me, lately I've been incorporating magic. I use all sorts of props.
That was easy.
I'm constantly doing unexpected demonstrations, things that my students just do not see coming. And it might just be something like just saying something, or slamming my hand on the ground, or doing something to just break them out of this sitting down and just not getting involved. So think about creating novelty. 2, make learning joyful and adventurous. Learning is joyful, and unfortunately our education system, by the time students get to high school, something unexpected. Yes, I wish I had an unexpected magic trick. Oh, let's just see. I always have a magic trick in my wallet. I've shown this one before, but let me show you a little novel magic trick. Doot, 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 doot. $2 bills. Woo, just $2 bills. Check it out. I'm going to hypnotize you. Take these $2 bills and I'm going to fold them once. Fold it again. Fold it one more time. Give it a little blow. And those 2 ones have turned into a 2. Now let me see if I can unhypnotize you. Fold it once, twice, give it a little blow. Ta-da! They're back. Whoa. So I have been throwing in magic into my classroom and they never expect it. I try not to set it up like, hey, here's a magic trick. I'll just be presenting information and suddenly, bam, they're completely not expecting it. And once that happens, you have your students' attention. You can drop in some kind of knowledge bomb, some life skill that will just totally change their life. Okay, and then last one, celebrate all successes. Anytime students have any kind of success, you want to celebrate it. I have a that was easy button.
That was easy.
Every time my students answer a great question or we do a challenging example problem that we finally get, hit that was easy. I'm constantly telling my students to give somebody a high 5 or a knuckle bump or an elbow bump or a high 2 or a high 3 or a double fist bump or something just to keep class fun, but to get them moving, but also celebrating their successes. Something else I do, and I teach college physics, but isn't that a little pre-K? Great question. The answer is I teach college physics. Students eat this up. Learning is joyful. Kindergarten, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade. I mean, think about how much fun learning was then. And then by the time you get into high school, college, it's just sit down, be quiet, listen to the presenter, and take notes. We've taken all the joy out of learning. College physics eat this stuff up. And another thing that I still give stickers to all of my students on any kind of quiz or celebration where they do well. And students love stickers. And it's not just 3rd and 4th and 5th grade students. I'm telling you, college physics students love to get their stickers. They get so excited when they get a sticker. It's funny stuff. Okay, secret number 5, deliver jaw-dropping moments. Basically, you want to create what's called an emotionally charged event. Something that is just so sort of jaw-dropping that it forces us to pay attention. And emotionally charged events are the best processed and remembered types of information that we know. So do whatever you do whatever you can to create jaw-dropping moments. In my trainings and fun shops, I call them teachable moments. Think about creating teachable moments. Some things you can do: use props or demos, unexpected or shocking statistics, pictures, images, videos, like the magic trick. Yes. Personal stories. Okay, so here are 3 ideas you can use. 1, purposely create teachable moments, like I was just saying. 2, use concrete and meaningful examples. So as much as possible, you want to relate your content to what's in your students' schema, what's in their everyday experiences, the kind of things that they think about and do every single day. I'll give you an example. I teach in Santa Cruz, California. Skateboarding is big in Santa Cruz. Anytime I'm doing some kind of conservation of energy problem, a lot of times I try and tune it or try and incorporate skateboarding or surfing or something that they understand and can relate to. And then 3, capture your students' attention. If you don't have your students' attention, there's no way that you're going to transmit your information. They need to be paying attention to remember. Okay, and then number 6, the last one for today is secret number 6, lighten up. Our brains love humor. Humor lowers the defenses. It makes you seem more likable. People want to connect with people they like, and people like other people that are humorous and funny. 3 ideas we have. 1, have fun and don't take yourself too seriously. 2, add humor into your presentations. And 3, if you don't know the site, Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Check it out. It's a great site. In fact, let me show you a couple things I've done with Fiverr. I'm going to turn this around for a second. Let me just get to it. Okay. 1 second. So I have used Fiverr. One, let me just show you. I have lots of caricatures. So on my website, I've had 16 different caricatures made up. And in fact, here's the one I have on my website now for Halloween. Simpsons ones, superhero ones, and every single week I switch up the picture that I have on my website so students never know what they're going to see. I've also just had fun. This one's got a little finger that says, "Hey, I love physics 2A." Had Einstein create a little quote. How you study is way more important than how much you study. And not just for humorous stuff. I published a book, Accelerated Learning Techniques for Students. I'm proud to say it became an international bestseller, but I had almost all of the images in the book created by people in Fiverr. Matter waves are bad. Oh, never say that. So that was it. Let me give you a quick little recap, talking about Teach Like TED, how you can take the 9 public speaking secrets from Carmine Gallo's Talk Like TED, apply that in the classroom. Thanks, bro. You are so welcome. Should I do a little recap? I'll give you a recap of what these secrets are. And then on tomorrow, either Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to finish up, do a much bigger, much more in-depth version of this, and I'm going to use that for my weekly blog. Okay, so let's find these. Where are all the secrets? Too many secrets. Okay, secret number 1, dun dun dun, unleash the master within. Secret number 2, master the art of storytelling. Secret number 3, have a conversation. Secret number 4 is hiding. Secret number 4, teach me something new. Secret number 5, deliver jaw-dropping moments. And last but not least, secret number 6, lighten up. So like I said, Saturday or Sunday, I'll reveal the last 3 secrets and do a big recap. By the time I'm done, you'll have 27 specific teaching strategies that you can use to help you become a better presenter and teach more like TED. Okay, that was a little bit longer than I was hoping for, but anyway, dude, don't keep secrets. I would never keep a secret from you, Schumerson. So Schumerson, at some point, tell me your real name. I'm assuming it's not Schumerson, so I can refer to you by name. Anyway, my name is Joe McCullough. I am the physics program chair. Mark, I will remember that, Mark. I'm the physics program chair at Cabrillo College in Santa Cruz, California. Today is day 86 of my 1 year. Mark Moriarty. Today is day 85 or 86 of my 1 year Periscope challenge. Okay, thank you for joining. If you like this, then follow me. I've got lots of great content coming up. And if not, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful weekend.